Okay, so recently I had the most jacked up version of Black Adam taken on Silver Surfer. Some people thought that I wasn't going to do a Black Racer Silver Surfer one. Now, Black Racer is kind of difficult to really gauge. If you don't know who he is, Black Racer is essentially one of the personifications of death in the DC universe, and he uses essentially like celestial skis with the ski poles. And he's pretty much the person where if you're a new god and it's time for you to die, he's the one who claims your soul and pretty much takes you into the, I think it's Hades, which is the fourth world version of Hades. So he is the person where when your time has come, he is the Grim Reaper that takes your soul. I mean, that's what he is, one of the personifications of death. I think they say he's the inevitability of death. Personally, I still think that when it comes to a great personification of death, I still like the Neil Gaiman version. You know, it's a goth chick. That works well. The couple issues that I've read that have dealt with her, great personification of death. And the Marvel Universe one. Before... Oh, I'm trying to remember who... Was it Jurgens? It was whoever decided to make Death like a 13-year-old girl, which felt really weird. Normally, Death has been portrayed as the woman who's pretty much in purple. Great. The statue that I've got of her is a fantastic statue. It's a great statue. I occasionally wish I could find a nice purple dress for my wife, and if I could become, like 3 times my size, just super jacked, to do like a Thanos Mistress Death sort of thing would be kind of cool, but, yeah. So, Black Racer, essentially, he has the ability to transport and to teleport wherever he needs to be to claim somebody. His speed is somewhat called into question. In Final Crisis, he couldn't catch up to the Flashes. In other instances, he's been shown that someone like Light Ray, who is ridiculously fast, that he can catch up to whenever he wants to. He has shown in the past he's almost playing around with certain people who were speedsters. It's kind of like, I know you're moving faster than I am, however, I keep up with you, and guess what? I can teleport to wherever you're going to be based upon the will of the source. So, we have the dude with skis, who's called the Black Racer, and the Silver Surfer. They were combined, I think, in the Amalgam universe for... Is it Silver Racer or Black Surfer? I think it was Silver Racer. So, now we have cosmically powered entity who is a herald of Galactus. Galactus, who is a celestial, which puts him below God, below deity, versus essentially the deity who is the messenger of death. And so how does that do this in 9 criteria? Intelligence, findability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, energy projection, versatility, and X factor. So we're getting into this. Intelligence. They both have cosmic awareness. However, one also has a slight level of divinity that allows him to know precisely where someone is going to be and when someone is going to die. So they both have cosmic awareness, but one has the hint of having added divinity. He actually is what God says, a much higher level of omnipotence and omniscience. So Black Racer definitely takes it when it comes to intelligence, fighting ability. Black Racer has a death touch. He doesn't really need to know how to fight. In fact, he's almost never shown fighting. He's pretty much shown like he shows up, he touches you, and that's it, you're done. So Silver Surfer actually has better fighting abilities, strength. Again, this one, Black Racer hasn't been shown a tremendous amount of times when it comes to anything from a physical nature, because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to worry about having a tremendous amount of physical strength. If he touches you, you die. I mean, that doesn't require strength at all. So he hasn't been shown having any sort of really true strength feats, where Silver Surfer does have some strength feats. Now we're going to look at speed. In this one, again, you've got someone who can teleport to where someone's going to be and can track you throughout anywhere. But he's also been shown having issues trying to capture Barry Allen's Flash. But at the same time, he was shown following Barry Allen Flash stopping, claiming the body of Orion, and then going back to pursuing them, being right behind them. I have to compare that versus someone who can move light years in seconds. So speed definitely goes to Silver Surfer. Now we're looking at durability. Ironically, the two of these guys are both immortals. For the most part. One is a new god with enhanced divinity. The other one is a human empowered by the power cosmic. So you get someone who's got a primordial force behind them, and someone who essentially is a new god, which makes a perfect evolution, also with divinity and a power suit. So also when it comes to durability, death is an inevitability. Death is not going to get tired. There is no outlasting death. It's just the way that it is. Invulnerability. Silver Surfer has been defeated. He's been defeated quite a few times. It's always an undeniably massive attack that defeats him. You know, Thanos has bested him a couple of times, which is saying a lot, because Thanos is probably one of your top 5 most powerful individuals in the Marvel Universe. Black Racer's been defeated once, and that was via a MacGuffin by probably the most powerful individual in the DC Universe, Infinity Man. And he was killed by a MacGuffin and was brought back almost instantaneously. So invulnerability, that's going to have to go to somebody who already has a near Superman-like level of vulnerability. Oh, and the person's a freaking god. It's only been defeated once. And he was defeated, essentially by MacGuffin. If you ever read the abilities of Infinity Man, he pretty much has the ability to bend all of the laws of nature. And to bend them at a whim. So it's not matter manipulation, it's not energy manipulation. It is the law of nature manipulation. So he can adjust anything he wants at any point in time. Energy projection. I'm comparing the power cosmic to somebody who can phase through solid matter and has divine powers to go along with all the enhanced new god powers. Does have access to New Genesis, as well as Apocalypse technology. Has the ability to teleport, to kill at a touch, as well as use his cosmic ski poles to also go through his death touch. And I'm sorry, the ability to kill anything at any point in time via touch. You pair that along with the ability to teleport anywhere at any point in time. I never think this is almost like a ranged abilities, but Black Racer has used his poles to channel a bit of his cosmic energies through them to affect an individual so he can get there and just go through the touch. So energy projection, it's going to have to go to Black Racer. I look at everything that Silver Surfer can throw out, and at range, he is tremendous. He's taking on somebody who has the ability to weaken you at range and kill you up close. Versatility. Again, comparing the power cosmic versus somebody who is a god. Essentially is a god and is an inevitability. Who pretty much is entirely unbeatable. You can talk him out of killing somebody. You can talk him out of claiming somebody's soul. But normally, when you're talking him out of it, it's normally because Destiny doesn't want that person to come just yet. So even though you think you're actually talking him through of not taking somebody, it's normally your part of the plan to have Destiny not take that person's soul. And now for X Factor. I don't care how strong Silver Surfer is, I don't care how fast Silver Surfer is moving. He's taking on death. He's taking on a person that is an absolute inevitability. Black Racer's taking a punch from Superman and he just stood there. If he wanted to, when Superman touched him, he could have claimed his soul if it would have been his time. Silver Surfer was able to talk Black Racer off taking Orion's soul, but actually he talked to him long enough for Mother Box to heal Orion so he wouldn't die. Black Racer has also very easily taken the soul of Darkseid. Here's how powerful Black Racer is. Darkseid is scared of him. The first time he showed up during a massive war, everyone who saw him was like, oh, it's the guy who can kill any of us at any point in time. It's like, oh, it's your time to go. Oh, it is? Yeah. And you're done. That's it. This is one of the bizarre things. You take somebody who has, a couple hundred issues of experience and different sorts of powers, and put him against essentially a cosmic abstract that is pretty much death on skis. It's still weird to say that it's death on skis, but it's Kirby, and Kirby wrote awesome characters that even though you reimagine them now are still an epic, amazing character. To be honest, if you're going to do a Justice League movie, I think if you were to... I think in the Man of Steel 2, they actually do decide to kill Superman off at the very end of it by either Doomsday or some other random MacGuffin, like they've mentioned, which would be the catalyst part to unite the Justice League. If you were to have him die, and then you were to have a very brief thing, I'm talking one of those like couple of seconds, if you were to have essentially like a figure, if you do like the Final Crisis version looks ridiculous. If you were to have that person like swoop down, and I'm talking just like a very short, over the body and take off, that'd be ridiculous. Just show the Black Racer actually existing in a Marvel, in a DC universe movie. So if Surfer were to take on the Black Racer, Death on Skis is going to be the silver guy on the surfboard.